What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Washington versus Oregon college football game going down on Saturday, November 30th, 2024. Here at Pickdawgz, we drop the most free pick videos at anyone. So click that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps us out a lot. If you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, the picks that I'm betting myself personally, go to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or click the link in the description of this video. You will find all my plays there. Alrighty, man. Hope everyone's doing well. We got Washington headed into Oregon for a nice little Big Ten battle. Saying Washington and Oregon and then saying that they're in the Big Ten just still doesn't sound right, but we're going to have to get used to it. Washington, man, a team that was just in the national championship last year, lost a lot of production, and it's definitely shown this season. 6-5 record, 5-6 ATS, averaging 22.6 points per game, and giving up 20.8 points per game. Those aren't your typical Washington numbers. When you think of the Washington Huskies, you think of a high-scoring team, but man, it's really been their defense that has played very well this season, and it's their offense that has struggled. And it's just been a very inconsistent up and down year. They picked up a nice win over Michigan, picked up a nice win over USC. A couple weeks ago, they beat UCLA. And then in between those games are just sprinkled with losses. So it's like, well, this Washington team, they'll win one, lose two, win two, lose one. They really just couldn't get that momentum and get on a streak. And I mean, they played some tough teams. This was their first year in the Big Ten, and Washington typically doesn't build their rosters out for Big Ten football, and I think that showed. But yeah, I mean, they covered a few spreads, but like I said, 5-6 ATS, not a team that really was a moneymaker this season, and now they got their toughest test of the season. Going into Oregon and play this number one team in the country, 11-0, 5-6 ATS as well, though. So, I mean, this Oregon team has been undefeated, flawless record, but really haven't been a moneymaker, averaging 33.5 points per game, giving up 15.7 points per game. And, I mean, guys, you know the story. They ran through the Big Ten. They won the big games that they needed it to, whether it was Boise State, Ohio State, Illinois, Michigan. They passed all the tests they needed to. I will say they did have one of the easier Big Ten schedules, but, they were still tested throughout those games. And just from a roster perspective, they definitely have the talent, and it's justifiable that they're the number one team in the nation. When it comes to this pick, though, man, we got Oregon laying 18.5 points. In this type of game, man, I don't think I'm ready to lay 18.5 with Oregon right now. We've seen some teams play them close. Just last week or 2 weeks ago, they played Wisconsin, and I mean, they barely won that game. They only won that game by 3 points. So I'm not comfortable laying 18.5 with Oregon, and I'm not comfortable fading Oregon either. So with this pick, man, I'm going to take the under. The under's set at 50.5, which is crazy for an Oregon-Washington game. This is typically a matchup you would see a high total. In this game, the line opened up at 62.5 points. It's all the way down to 50.5. That tells you everything to know. These teams are typically teams you think of offense. Well, this year it's been their defense that's been impressive. Oregon has a top 10 ranked defense, only giving up an average of 15.7 points per game. And Washington's had a damn good defense as well. It's a top 30 defense, giving up only 20.8 points per game. Let's see here. Oregon this season, Purdue put up 0 against them. Illinois put up 9 against them. Michigan put up 17. Wisconsin put up 13. Michigan State put up 10. And it's kind of been the same story with Washington, but on the other side where they haven't been able to score. They only put up 6 against Penn State, put up 17 against Indiana, 16 against Iowa. So, in my opinion, this is going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think Washington puts up over 2 touchdowns in this one. I think Washington scores under 14 points. That's honestly my prediction here. So, I love a nice under here. I think that line tells you everything to know. But I appreciate you guys watching this, man. Click that subscribe button, drop a like. Drop in the comments who you're taking in this one. And if you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, the picks that I'm betting myself personally, go to pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or click the link in the description of this video. You'll find all my plays there. I'll catch you on the next one.